All right, it's April 2nd. This is the third episode of ECPN. For those who missed it the first two times, that's Edmonton's community-powered network. We are showing you the awesomeness that is Edmonton. Featuring this episode is Act of Fool and Feast or Famine. So before I show you that, we're actually going to get a little nitty-gritty with some news and some activism. One of the coolest activists I know is Ryan Vanderhoyt, and he's been one of the spearheads for the Edmonton legalization of marijuana. So without further ado, I'm just going to go off to Ryan, and he can speak a little bit more about marijuana prohibition.
Ryan Vanderhook here with the Sativa Gratitude community. We've just left the Provincial Law Court building on charges related to last year's Sunshine and Grass Cannabis Festival. The event was shut down on Saturday, July 24th, 2010, and 2 fines were issued. One for having a gathering of more than 50 without a permit, and the second for being reasonably likely to disturb others' peace and enjoyment. So after a fair amount of hoolah and what-de-do, we finally land in court today, March 31st, 2011. Our defense was based on the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, Section 2, which outlines our fundamental right to peaceful assembly, and Section 7, which puts the burden of proof on the state rather than on the individual, which is to say they would have to prove that we were reasonably likely to disturb others' peace and enjoyment rather than us have to prove that we weren't. Turns out municipal judges are not qualified to deal with constitutional cases, so it was the advice of the Crown Prosecutor that we submit an application, or a notice rather, to have our case transferred to the law court. Now, we're jumping from a little pond to a big pond. I confirmed with her, though, that there's no chance that if we do this, we might suddenly be facing jail time or larger fines or anything. The tickets will still be for the original $100 each. So the first appearance, we entered a plea of not guilty. The second appearance, today, months later, we put in a request to transfer. The third appearance, we will have our request to transfer granted. In the fourth appearance, we will be in criminal court, speaking with a judge who is able to judge the merit of the case on its constitutional protection. So, taxpayers, thank you. The process has been absolutely a thrill a minute. And in fact, I'm very excited to invite everybody to join us for the next chapter, where our request to move to a criminal court will be granted. April 21st at 9:30 in the morning, we will be meeting in courtroom 271 of the Alberta Law Courts. The judge is going to sign a paper, pass it to another person who will sign a paper. Everybody's going to nod, adjust our neckties, and then we're going to leave and get super fried. We're currently kicking it in Louise McKinney Park, which is where the magic happened all that time ago. It's covered with snow now, but the snow is melting soon. With that, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Ben, with the Edmonton Cannabis Club News Network.
Today's episode is taking place in Bohemia Cafe, where we're hoping to do this twice a month for the remainder of, how awesome it is to be whatever it is that we're doing. Now, one of the things that we did today was What's Your Issue? And that's, of course, sponsored by Bohemia Cafe and ECPN. What's Your Issue is a public forum where citizens and people get some stuff off their chest about how they're feeling about the world. So I'm not going to get a little bit too much in that because I have 2 awesome fellows who are going to speak more. And with that said, I'm going to go off to Tyler, and he can kind of give you the rundown of what's happening with What's Your Issue.
Hey, I'm Tyler Gertz, down at the What's Your Issue event with ECPN, Edmonton Community Power Network. We just wrapped up our very first session where we sat around and discussed exactly what our discussion plan is going to be for the next 2 or 3 months. Coming up, we'll be meeting in 2 weeks from today's dates, where we will be discussing American versus Canadian culture, politics, and all sorts of getting between that elephant in the room. Also, a list on the following event after that is going to be all about voting and voting apathy, since we are entering into election season. It's been very groundbreaking. We've made some big realizations that this could be a very, very empowering event to get people out to share their hearts, to share their stories, and to share exactly how we're going to change everything out there that needs to be changed. Much thanks to ECPN. We're moving forward, we're moving ahead, and I would love to see anyone else down here at Bohemia Cafe for our next session in 2 weeks.
All right, hello, my name is Grant. I'm the manager here at Bohemia Cafe. We are a arts and community venue. We are very excited to be hosting What's Your Issue here at our cafe. We had a great turnout today. Some really excellent ideas for topics have been thrown around today, and we came down to some good decisions. One that we're going to be focusing on is American versus Canadian culture and the dynamic between our two fine countries.
Before I show you the awesomeness that was Active Fool, I was invited by Feast or Famine to come down and film one of their events tonight. Feast or Famine, for those who don't know, is one of the coolest local White Ave, Mill Creek kind of bands. They're actually up and coming. They were at the Edmonton Bicycle Commuters 30th anniversary. They play a lot of really cool events, and here I am ranting. I'm just going to go straight down to the show and show you how awesome they are.
Yo! Hey, we are Feast or Famine, and we're here playing tonight at the pawn shop.
Flatliners, living with lions, greater than giants. It's gonna be a fun time.
It's already pretty packed in there, so we're hoping to have a good show.
Yeah.
I'm Kyle Shibata. I'm Matt Kirby.
I'm Patty Sperling,
I'm Kevin Clem.
and you are watching ECPN, Edmonton's Community Powered Network.
Alright, so that wraps up the episode today of ECPN. If you like this kind of stuff, please share it. Please get involved. Contact me. Contact our ambassadors. You'll find out more about our ambassadors in the next episode. And you know what? Just stay tuned, get involved, and share it. Like it, post it, subscribe. Social media is how the world's going to change, and this is our attempt to change the world. So please jump onto the awesome literally! Jump onto the awesome bandwagon that is ECPN, and yeah, with that said, we're gonna wrap this up with Act a Fool.
We'll be right back.